reflections blurred in the window glass, watching the ghosts of the city pass. I've been playing it safe, staying in line, counting the heartbeats, killing the time. But the dashboard's glowing a violent blue, and every red light leads back to you. The engine's humming a restless song. I've stayed in the shadows for way too long. The steering wheel feels like a heavy weight, but I'm one sharp turn from a different fate. I just might chase the neon boulevard tonight, lose myself beneath the flicker of the light. I just might break the silence of the drive, do something wild just to feel alive. Yeah, I just might lose it all to find the light. Static is screaming on the radio, nowhere to be, but I've gotta go. The asphalt's wet with a purple haze, lost in the rhythm of these electric days. They say the finish line is just a dream, the things aren't always what they seem. I just might chase the neon boulevard tonight, lose myself beneath the flicker of the light. I just might break the silence of the drive, do something wild just to feel alive. Yeah, I just one foot on the gas, one hand on the door. I don't wanna wonder what if anymore. The sky is a canvas of chrome and jet black, and once I cross over, I'm not looking under the flicker of the light, speeding through the violet
glass flowers in a concrete garden. The static hum is all I've ever known. I'm tracing circuits, begging for a pardon, in a city built of silicon and stone. You promised me a crown of electric lace, but left me drifting in the dead of space. Oh, feel ya fish in the sea of noise.
The rain is blurring out the stoplights, reflections dancing on the chrome. I'm chasing shadows through the midnight, another hour far from home. You're a ghost inside the static, a signal fading in the dark. The city's feeling cinematic, but I can't find the spark. On the neon boulevard, where the colors bleed to blue, I'm driving fast, I'm driving hard, just to get away from you. Electric veins and paper hearts, everything is falling through. Lost on the neon boulevard, searching for a version of the truth. The billboards whisper in the distance, promising a brand new face. I offer up my last resistance to the rhythm of the chase. Window down, the air is freezing. Synthetic dreams are all I own. There's a comfort in the leaving when you're better off alone. On the neon boulevard, where the colors bleed to blue, I'm driving fast, I'm driving hard, just to get away from you. Electric veins and paper hearts, everything is falling through. Lost on the neon boulevard, searching for a version of the static on the radio, nowhere left for us to go. Flash of light, a sudden blur, I forget the way we were. On the neon boulevard, where the colors bleed
skyline's bleeding violet on a concrete sea, static on the radio is calling out to me. I left the ghost of Nashville in a rearview blur, traded Tennessee diamonds for a sky that's pure. Got a tank full of lightning and a heart out of luck, chasing the horizon in a chrome-plated truck. I'm choosing Texas tonight under the hum of the vapor-laying lights, from the Panhandle dust to the Austin glow. I'm going where the warm Gulf breezes blow. Yeah, the world's moving fast, but I'm finding my rest. Heartbeat syncopated, choosing Texas. Diesel smoke and cedar, it's a heavy perfume. Midnight in Amarillo, I'm the man on the moon. Past the roadside diners and the flickering signs, crossing over borders and the white painted lines. They say the city's hollow, just a digital dream, but the stars over Lubbock are the realest I've seen. I'm choosing Texas tonight under the hum of the vapor-weighted lights, from the Panhandle dust to the Austin glow. I'm going where the warm Gulf breezes blow. Yeah, the world's moving fast, but I'm finding my rest. Heartbeat syncopated, choosing Texas. It's a long-distance love on a 10-gallon wire, a digital cowboy walking through the fire. Just keep driving, the Lone Star burning in the neon blue. Texas, I'm choosing you.
Midnight blue on a carbon frame, the streetlights flicker like a dying flame. I'm chasing shadows in the rearview glass, counting the seconds as the ghosts all pass. The city breathes in a rhythmic hum, waiting for the morning that'll never come. Adjust the lens, find the light. The world is bleeding black and white. F-star below, the edges blur. Everything is exactly where we were, on the neon boulevard, where the light hits twice as hard. We're just reflections in a sea of chrome, searching for a way to get back home. In the glow of the digital rain, ghost in the machine, shifting gears.
The clock on the dashboard is frozen at 3. The ghosts of the city are running with me. Madrid is a heartbeat, a rhythm in blue, and every red light feels like thinking of you. I'm chasing the echo, Granville Lane, where the scent of the evening is heavy with rain. Oh, we're lost on the neon boulevard, where the light hits the glass and the shadows hit hard. Running from silence, we're chasing the spark, just two flickering spirits left out in the dark on the neon boulevard. Storefronts are sleeping behind iron bars, reflecting the static and cold distant stars. I remember the laughter, the smoke in your hair. Now I'm breathing in ghosts in the cool midnight air. Cobblestones whisper the secrets we kept, while the rest of the world and the valley all slept. Oh, we're lost on the neon boulevard, where the light hits the glass and the shadows hit hard. Running from silence, we're chasing the spark, just two flickering spirits left out in the dark on the neon boulevard. Neon on the skin, just keep driving, just keep driving. sawgrass whispers in a binary code, where the black water mirror meets the open road. Mist rising up like a ghost in the humid air.
I'm lost in the glades, but I don't really care.
Satellite signals bouncing off the cypress knees, chasing a signal through the mangrove trees. Oh, we're drifting down the neon boulevard, where the stars are bright but the swamp is hard. Fluorescent green in the alligator's eye, under a violet lo-fi Florida sky. It's a digital dream in a primal land. Shift the airboat gear with a steady hand. Reflections of pink on the surface of the dark, faint glow of the city, a distant dying spark.
The mosquitoes hum a low-frequency tune under the gaze of a high-def moon.
Wilderness breathing in a 4/4 time, searching for a reason in the muck and the slime. Is it real water
or just liquid light?
Swallowed by the shadows of the endless night. The ancient pulse meets a circuit board,
A symphony played
on a single chord. Oh, we're drifting down the neon boulevard, where the stars are bright but the swamp is hard. Fluorescent green in the alligator's eye, under a violet lo-fi Florida sky. Glades in the wires, digital mire. Static on the wire, shadows on the glass, watching all the ghosts of the empire pass. The mercury is falling on the boulevard, the neon's flickering, it's hitting me hard.
concrete veins and a heart made of chrome, looking for a signal, looking for a home. Behind the iron curtain, where the light turns blue, I'm searching for a version of you.
Divided by the voltage, blinded by the glare, there's a wall of silence hanging in the air. Oh, behind the iron curtain,
Encryption in the alley, secrets in the rain, running from the memory, pulsing in the vein. The sky is a ceiling of burnt out lead.
the radio is playing what the ghost light said. One step forward but the gears won't turn.
In the city of the sirens, we watch the wires burn.
And behind the iron curtain, where the light turns blue, I'm searching for a version of you. Divided by the voltage, blinded by the glare, there's a wall of silence transmission lost.
Transmission stone against a violet sky, where the ghosts of centuries come to die. 500 years in a single glance, in the shadow of the spires, we take our chance. The Rhine is humming a neon tune, reflecting the light of a digital moon.
Oh, Cologne, under the iron stars, healing the light and the hidden scars. Twin spires reaching for the great unknown, in a kingdom of glass and ancient bone. Neon Boulevard, take me home to the heart of the cathedral, the silent throne.
Stained glass flickering like a broken screen, the holiest data I've ever seen. Prayer beads clicking on a metal wire, walking through the smoke and the electric fire. The saints are watching from the gallery high as the flying cars go screaming by.
Oh, Cologne, under the iron stars, healing the light and the hidden scars. Twin spires reaching for the great unknown, in a kingdom of glass and ancient bone. Neon Boulevard, take me home to the heart of the cathedral, the silent throne.
Tell me technicum, the stone doesn't sleep, it just waits for the light to break through the spires in the neon on the stone, neon on the
The iron don't sleep, neither do the lights. Smokestacks bleeding down the velvet skies. The rust is hidden by the neon lights. I'm walking ghost down on 4th and Main, where the rhythm of the city pulses in my veins. My shadow stretching like a long goodbye on the digital moon in a copper sky. On the neon boulevard, where the soul meets the steel, trying to remember how the heart used to feel. Blue sparks flying off the electric wire, walking through the smoke, dancing in the fire. Oh, the boulevard, it never lets you go. Found a little magic in a basement bar. tired melody on a cracked guitar. The waitress remembers when the meals were loud. Now it just whispers in a neon cloud. Every flickering sign is a prayer in code to the lonely travelers on this glowing road. The concrete's cold, but the spirit's bright. We're burning like a halogen in the middle of the night. Hold on, don't let the silicone take your life. On the neon boulevard, where the soul meets the steel, trying to remember how the heart used to feel. Blue sparks flying off the electric wire, walking through the smoke, dancing in the fire. Oh, the boulevard, it never let you go. It never let you go. Just another heartbeat in the machinery. White walls bleeding into gold. The story of the night is getting old, but we aren't ready for the sleep just yet. Salt on our skin, a silhouette. The base is a ghost in the city heat, tracing the lines of the empty street. On the neon boulevard, where the light meets the dark, in the shadows our heart, we're drifting in the static, lost in the glow. High on the rhythm, moving slow. Everything's hazy, everything's far. Down on the neon boulevard, ice in a glass, a flickering sign. We're chasing a feeling, running out of time. The Mediterranean air is thick and sweet, counting the pulses, feeling the beat. No need for words when the scent begins to wash away the noise and the original sins. On the neon boulevard, where the light meets the dark, in the shadows our heart, we're drifting in the static, lost in the glow. High on the rhythm, moving slow. Everything's hazy, everything's far. Down on the neon boulevard.
Asphalt's bleeding heat under a big sky moon, where the pines meet the pavement way too soon. I got 1,000 acres of silence in my blood, but I'm drowning in the lights and the city mud. Left the ranch gate open, left the engine cold, trading silver mountains for a pot of fool's gold. And it's a long way down on Neon Boulevard, where the stars are just glass and the ground is too hard. I'm a ghost in a steps and a wolf in a cage, just a cowboy turning a digital page. Yeah, the neon's burning, but it don't feel warm. I'm the eye of the needle in a concrete storm.
The whiskey here tastes like a chemical burn. For a sip of mountain water, how my spirit yearns. They talk about progress like it's a holy word, but it's the loneliest song that I've ever heard.
My shadow's getting thin under the halogen glow. I'm 100 miles past where I ought to go. And it's a long way down on Neon Boulevard, where the stars are just glass and the ground is too hard. I'm a ghost in a steps and a wolf in a cage, just a cowboy turning a digital page. Yeah, the neon's burning, but it don't feel warm. I'm the eye of the needle in a concrete storm.
Wire fences can't hold back the tide.
But there's nowhere left for a man to hide.
If the valley's gone, then I'm gone too.
Just a silhouette fading in electric blue. Neon Boulevard, keep the lights on, I'm coming home. May the marble under the gold, a billion secret stories untold. Fiber optic cables weave through the dust, an empire built on digital trust. The Pope's in the penthouse, the servers are deep, while the rest of the city is falling asleep. Cracking the cipher, breaking the seal, searching for something that finally feels real. The neon is flickering red on the stone. I'm down in the catacombs, never alone. In the Vatican vaults, gas is burning. Access denied. Fluorescent hum in a hollow hall, shadows dancing on the cinder wall. The coffee's cold and the clock is stuck. Just another soul pushing mid-grade luck. The city sleeps in a velvet shroud, but the silence here is getting way too loud. Blue light leaking through the shut-up lines, leaving all the daylight thoughts behind. The world is dreaming, but I'm wide awake, counting every heartbeat, every breath I take. On the graveyard shift, under neon skies, looking at the world through electric eyes. The boulevard is burning in a digital glow. Nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. Just a ghost in the gears, a spark in the rift. Living my life on the graveyard shift. Static crackle on the radio line, searching for a signal, searching for a sign. Chrome reflections on a rainy street, the rhythm of the pavement beneath my feet. Empty pockets and a heavy head, chasing down the ghosts of the words we said. The sun is a memory, the moon is a lie. We're wired to the grid until the day we die. On the graveyard shift, under neon skies, looking at the world through electric eyes. The boulevard is burning in a digital glow. Nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. Just a ghost in the gears, a spark in the rift. Living my life on the graveyard Neon Boulevard.
The canal reflects a violet sky, where the data streams and the shadows lie. I'm pulling through the liquid glass, watching the silicone centuries pass. The chrome hull cuts through the oil and rain, a slow searching for something that we can feel. Tall towers hum with a hive mind glow, but down on the water the time moves slow past the holographic shrines of old, through the alleyways where the mist takes hold. Forget the wires, forget the grid, we're finding the secrets the city hid. On the neon boulevard we're drifting slow, with a static high and the current low. No GPS for the heart's design, just your hand resting here in mine, in a gondola made of light and steel, searching for something that we can feel. Let the servers crash, let the signals fade in this quiet space that we have made. We're off the map, we're out of sight, the only stars in the unofficial night. Just a ghost in the machine. The sun went down, but the heat stayed home, trapped in the ribs of the steel and chrome. Mirage on the asphalt, a flickering ghost of the life we had and the things we lost most. Between the high rises, the silence is loud, just a shadow of us in a digital cloud, lost in the concrete desert tonight, chasing the glow of a dead-end light. Neon boulevard bleeding out blue, I'm a ghost in the city searching for you. Hard edges, soft heart tearing at the seams, in a wasteland made of glass and dreams. Hard edges, soft heart tearing at the seams, in a wasteland made of glass and dreams. Graffiti on the pillar tells a story of rain, but the sky is a vacuum, a hollowed out vein. The billboards are screaming for things we don't need, while the cracks in the sidewalk continue to bleed. We built this oasis out of rebar and stone. Now we're kings of a kingdom where everyone's alone. dreams. Static on the radio, signal getting low. We're just dust in the circuitry with nowhere left to go. Watch the neon fade to gray before the light of day.
Rain don't wash the sins away. It only reflects the glow of the crimson signs and the velvet lines where the broken spirits go. Static hum in the heavy air, shadows dance on the glass. We're all just ghosts in a hollow frame, watching the minutes pass. The city breathes in ultraviolet, the heart beats out of time. Lost inside the velvet silence, looking for a reason or rhyme. Down on Neon Boulevard, where the light
Silicone dreams in a sapphire glare. We're tracing lines where the ridges meet, the rhythmic glow of a digital beat. From the heavy mist to the fiber wire, we're climbing higher, setting hearts on fire. On the neon boulevard, we're breaking through a sea of binary, a shade of blue. Blue Ridge Digital, the signal is clear. The future is calling, the future is here. Electric rivers through the valley floor, opening up every locked tight door. It's more than data, it's a soul in the code, a steady hand on a shimmering road. The peak is calling under starlit skies. We see the vision through electric eyes. On the neon boulevard, we're breaking through a sea of binary, a shade of blue. Blue Ridge Digital, the signal is clear. The future is calling, the future is here. Zeros and ones like a mountain rain, washing away the noise and the pain. Synchronized hearts perfectly aligned, leave the shadows of the past behind. Blue Ridge Digital. Static humming, can you feel the current? White out streets under purple light, static in the air, bleeding through the night. My breath is a vapor, a ghost in the machine, walking through a city that's lived in a dream. The mercury is falling, but the wires are red hot, searching for a feeling that the winter forgot. Voltage in the snow line, signal in the dark. Wait for the ignition, wait for the spark. On the neon boulevard, the ice begins to glow. We're dancing in the shadows of the electric snow. High-tech heartache, frozen to the bone. In a digital desert, we are never alone. Yeah, we're burning in the graffiti on the crystalline wall. Ooh. 0-degree rhythm, searching for a hero. System failure, the cold is taking over. Reboot the heart, charge the sky. Reboot the heart, watch the lightning multiply. Bone in a digital desert, we are never alone. Yeah, we're burning bright on the neon boulevard. Yeah, we're burning bright on the neon boulevard. Neon Boulevard.